Right. So, okay, to give some context here, right? Hulk Hogan, if you didn't know, Hulk Hogan passed away, right? RIP. We're getting into this whole Joey Swoll situation. Now, for those of you who don't know, Joey Swoll is one of these guys who is on the internet who's pretty much a net positive. You don't ever really hear anything bad about him. You don't hear him in any scandals or nothing like that. He's just the type of guy who kind of represents like the gym police, the Mr. You need to do better, that the world revolves around them. So we talk about that on this side of the internet. But recently, Joey Swoll was giving an apology, bending the knee, pretty much supplicating to the woke mob, and we're going to get into it. So without any further ado, let's get into the video.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I don't know what he did. I mean, he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it. If you're going to attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well. Okay, the man was nice to me. He made a mistake. I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not one single person in here that hasn't made a mistake in their life. Listen, I can post Hulk.
So with that, he's 100% right. So, okay, to give some context here, right? Hulk Hogan, if you didn't know, Hulk Hogan passed away, right? RIP. But apparently, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, he was saying some extremely racist stuff, like off the wall, off the wall, extremely racist, like hard ER, something having to do with his daughter was dating a black guy, and he wasn't having it, right? He absolutely was not having it. So obviously, when he died, a lot of people were saying, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. God bless your soul. But a lot of other people were like, yo, this dude is a racist. What are you talking about? Why he doesn't deserve peace? And I agree, with what Joey is saying. Now, what Hulk Hogan did was 100% wrong. But let's just say this person is 100% racist. Do they deserve to die? Well, you can say yes. You can say no. Are bad people capable of doing good things? And what makes somebody a bad person? Are you 100% good? No. So who are you to say that what this person did? You can get into this whole moral downturn, if you will. The problem comes in with this, though, that I have with the whole situation is that when you make content, you're going to have people that don't like it. And I don't think that you should bend the knee to these people. I don't think anybody thinks Joey is a racist. I don't think anybody has anything bad to say about him, because he's such a big content creator. His content spreads to multiple parts of the world with different cultures and different beliefs, left, right, up, down, doesn't matter, right? Because he's a gym bro. But also, like, as a gym bro, the gym bro mindset is like persevere, overcome, deal with difficult situations. And in this next clip here that we have loaded up on the screen, we're gonna kind of see Joey just kind of turn tail and run, in my opinion. Doubling back, saying like, "Hey, everything is my bad," and I don't necessarily think that he should have done that. So let's get into this part.
A lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible, horrible things that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry. Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. My whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable and doing better. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am human. I am still growing. I am still learning. And I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place. And once again, to everybody, I apologize.
But here's the thing, right? Again, Joey's a net positive. He talks about how people need to do better. And the mob kind of just threw knives at this man's back the minute he made a mistake. You know, he said, hey, look, man, I didn't know what the dude did. I was just looking up to a wrestling icon. And fair enough. Fair enough. When your favorite celebrity or person or whoever dies, the first thing that these people do is they talk about the things that he did that they didn't agree with, you know? And again, I pose the question to the viewer. Just because somebody is racist, do they deserve to die? Do they deserve to die? Now, I'm not saying what Hulk Hogan did was right. I'm not empathizing with him, and I'm not sympathizing with him. I'm simply saying this man was talking about something in regards to his daughter. All right, any good father is going to be protective of his kid. Now, did he go about it the right way? Absolutely not. I don't agree with the way that he did it at all. But do I think he deserves for people to piss on his grave because he said some ignorant shit? No, I don't think that's right at all. You know, you can disagree without being disrespectful. That's the underlying point of this video. You don't have to necessarily agree with what somebody is saying or doing, but you don't have to disrespect them in order to get your point across. Now, if they disrespect you, that's different. And you can make the argument in this case, well, Hulk Hogan was being disrespectful to black people by saying this. Fair enough, you can make that case. But I think when somebody passes on and somebody dies, it's called paying your respects. And that's all Joey was trying to do. He was just trying to pay his respects to a person that he looked up to, and the same people that he helped with all of his positivity and all of the things that he's done in the community turned their back on him. And that's what happens. That's what happens. So that is what I want you guys to get from this video. You can disagree with somebody without being disrespectful. Guys, that is all I have for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And the best way to help out the channel is to watch another one of the videos that you see popping up on the screen right now. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.